Alright, so I had a lovely stay in Shap. Stayed at the Ing Lodge. Very hospitable. £8 a night. The guy sorted me out with a beer from the fridge. And there's even a little bar in there, and I had a nice stout. It was delicious. Can't recommend it enough. Especially if you want somewhere fancy to stay. I just camped, but the actual accommodation itself looked really nice. Yeah, and then this morning just been to Co-op, got myself a breakfast roll, 3 sausages on it, pretty good, black pudding as well, and got myself a sausage roll for lunch. So yeah, pretty sorted for the day. So little top tips there if you're in Shap. Them 2 little places, great if you're camping, and also if you want somewhere fancy to stay. So last glimpse of the mountains of the Lake District, towards the Yorkshire Dales. Boggy. So today is the longest day on the trail. It's just short of 20 miles. Quite a bit of elevation on this one. So I'm going to use it as a bit of a tester, see what time I get into Kirby Stevens. And that should give me a good idea for the rest of the sections. Because there's certain sections later on that I'd like to combine. And if I can combine them and they're less elevation than this one, then I can surely do them in one day. Even if I throw in a head torch and get them done. Because I just want to knock one day off the schedule, get it down to 12 hours, and then anything else I shave off after that is just gravy on top. But I've got to just make up that time I lost going through the Lake District with all the high mountain passes. So yeah, that's the plan. But at the moment, I'm on a nice kind of gravel road. Don't know how long it's going to last, but this is kind of bread and butter for me. I can stomp this stuff at a decent pace pretty much all day. Nice. Is it nice? Good girl. So we get the hills of the Yorkshire Dales coming into view behind me now. Dropping down into it all. Looks quite hilly. It's going to be a tough couple of days as well. I tell you what, farmers don't make it easy in this country. Like, the signage going through these fields are a nightmare sometimes. You can lose half an hour just trying to find the blooming way out of a field. It's so bloody annoying, especially when you try to make mileage back up and then you just wander around a field. It gets so frustrating. Got a cool little haircut, haven't you? Oh, there's another one. So I've been going about 4 hours. I think it's time to stop for a bit of lunch soon. I've been going a good pace, getting a little tired now. Definitely need a big long drink. But I don't think we're too far from Kirby Stevens. And I'm on a road at the moment, so I'm making up some fairly decent time. Yeah, this seems to be a good bit of trail to get time on. It's a lot of farmland, pretty farmhouses and that kind of stuff. Yeah, not a lot of sights to see, I'd guess. So good to just get your head down and crack on. Just catching a few more up. Just passed a lovely couple. Looked like they were foraging as they went, so they clearly weren't in that much of a rush. I do envy people that can just do that, just take as much time as they want. I don't know, I always set myself stupid goals, or I have to get back for work or something like that, but yeah, it would be nice to do a nice chilled one now and then. Not too far from Kirby Stevens now. It's been a bit of a slog this section, quite slippy, quite muddy, long mileage as well. My feet are starting to ache a little bit, so yeah, I'll be glad to get down into Kirby, have a bit of a rest, and then plan what I'm going to do next. So another day, another campsite. It was just right on the route, so I just thought, what's £12.50 to have a nice, comfortable stay. It's got a bar, it's got a pizza place as well, so I'm gonna go grab a pizza later, have a beer, chill out after a long day. Next couple of days, when I'm doing the combination of the days, I'll probably do a few wild camps, but for now, I'm pretty comfortable. Getting to a campsite, being able to chill out, not having to worry about if the ground's wet or muddy or anything like that. So I am big on the wild camping. I do like the wild camping, but for this particular trip, it's just so convenient to stay in a campsite. If you got the money, you might as well, I guess. But if you really like the wild camping, stick to that as well. I'm a bit in between. I am a bit gutted when I'm not wild camping, but also it's got pizza and beer. What can I say? Good morning. So I decided to have a little bit of a lie-in today. It's about 8 o'clock now, so get on the trail for about 9. It's about a 5.5 hour day today, so a nice cruisy one today. And then my plan is tomorrow to combine 2 sections, book in a hotel, so I can turn up a little bit late with my head torch on if I need to. Book in a hotel, get all my gear sorted, reset, get some stuff washed, get it dried, have a nice night on the town in Richmond, because it's supposed to be beautiful as well, Richmond. And then we should be good then for the rest of the trail. It'd be like 5 days, maybe combine another 2 sections, get in for 11 or 12 days, I reckon. There's a few pretty easy sections coming up, so I can combine a few sections, but the last 2 sections look pretty hard. I think there's a 20-mile day on the very last day and a 17-mile day the day before as well, so I need to keep that in mind as well. Just about pacing yourself, getting it to the finish. I'm still feeling pretty good. My feet were a little sore last night, but today they seem to be all right. Got myself a coffee on the go. And yeah, we'll get into town, pick up some snacks and stuff for today's trail, and then crack on. Actually feeling pretty good today. Got fresh socks on, not too tired, and it's a beautiful sunny day. So we'll just follow this lovely stream. Looks like a big steady climb today for the first part of the day, and then just a steady drop down as well. So should be nice. Going up to the 9 standards. People say it was built by the Romans. It's like a distraction to look like 9 soldiers stood in a field. So yeah, that'll be pretty cool to see. Anyway, let's get up this hill. Just on the climb up from Kirby Stevens, and for now it's quite a nice easy road. I'm sure it goes off road soon, but for now, nice quick roads. Looks like it's bread and butter for the next few miles. Nice big wide tracks. Can get a nice little stomp on. They are flooded though, so you kind of have to skirt around them. But for the most part, yeah, bread and butter, nice fast trails. So you can just make out the 9 standards up there. You can see how they kind of look like troops going along the hill. That was the idea of them, like a bit of a diversion tactic. Made it up to the only climb on this section, so it's all downhill from here. Pretty sure I could crack out a couple more miles after I get to Keld. Now, I felt pretty good going up there. It weren't too steep, nice easy gradient. Hopefully it's a nice easy gradient all the way down into Keld. It's probably about 6-7 miles away still though, so a good 3-4 hours walking maybe still. But get to Keld for a decent time, grab some food and then crack on. Hopefully find another beautiful spot like this and probably wild camp tonight. Very cold that wind though today, very cold, so hopefully tonight's not crazy cold. But yeah, I do fancy a wild camp tonight if I can work that out, knock a few miles off tomorrow and then do that big stomp into Richmond. Tell you what, they do good sausage rolls around this way. So just met some nice Canadians on the top of 9 standards. They're doing a nice cruisy 17 days on the trail. I don't blame them, because coming up is all the beautiful little Yorkshire Dales towns, and there's loads to see on these particular sections. I'm going to do a whirlwind tour of them, but yeah, you can spend a long time on these trails, especially over the whole 190 miles. There's like days where you just stomp in like yesterday, but then there's days where there's just too much to see almost. It's crazy. So yeah, bit of a scouting mission for me. I can always come back, I live in this country, but them Canadians, I don't blame them for taking as long as possible to soak up this beautiful trail. So there was a sign up there with 2 alternate routes. One for between, you know, summer till August, and then one for winter, August till whenever. So I took a different route to what's on the map. Took the winter route, hoping it'll pay off. Did look pretty boggy the other way. You do miss out one of the hills, but I'm hoping with all that rain that we had the other day that this is the smarter option. It seems Still boggy, like you can hear it under my feet, but it seems a little bit quicker as well. Less dodging of stuff. It's just if there's like a little kind of inlet bit where the all the water gathers, gets quite deep there. They're quite hard to navigate. But this moorland wet bit on the map only looked like a short bit, so hopefully we can crack on and get down to Keld pretty quick this way. See, now this is what we've got to deal with. How do you even get across that? Just gonna have to get wet. Well, shit. So much for keeping my feet dry today. Absolutely soaked, absolute bog, absolutely everywhere. It's quite excited actually, but yeah, my pole got stuck in the mud, my shoes been way deep in the mud. It's just where's the watershed up here? This is where a lot of the rivers start from, so all the water's drained downhill from this point, and it's very wet up here, very wet. So happy to be on boring, dry bridleway. Heaven.
Vitamin D makes you feel.
So that's where all that bog water goes down to, that big old river down there. What a beautiful valley. Wow. So I stopped in Keld for a couple of ciders, to be fair. They were nice, they were tasty. A little bit tipsy right now, but I feel good, so gonna keep on going. Probably stop about 6:30. Hopefully there'll be a nice spot to pitch up. That should give me an extra 5 miles on tomorrow, maybe something like that, and then cruise on down to Reef, get some nice breakfast. I think the cycle centre's around there, because that's near Ardrock, and I did Ardrock this year, so I know there's a cycle centre there. They do a really good toasty, breakfast toasty, so that's my goal for tomorrow morning, get fed up there and then crack on to Richmond. Yeah, should be all right. Everything's coming together pretty nicely. It's a stunning trail, stunning views. I'm enjoying myself. It's good. So we've just come up from Keld, try to get a bit of a head start on tomorrow. Come up through some nice lead workings, some old abandoned lead mine down there. Now we're just crossing over the hill, looking for a place to wild camp now. I think we drop back down and then probably go up again through some more lead workings. That might be a cool place to camp as well, because that one looks even more impressive than what we just passed through. It might be a bit spooky as well, so I'm kind of digging that. So we'll try and get over to there, see what it's like over there, and hopefully there'll be a nice little camping spot where we can spend the night in some old lead workings. I mean, I'm gonna have to camp there, aren't I? It's flat, it's grassy, it's gonna be real spooky. There's a big old waterfall. The trail pays off again. Have faith in the trail, guys. Just how perfect is this? This has got to be one of the best wild camping spots in the area. Easy. Look how beautiful it is. Got the old slate mine, one of the old shafts up there. Got the river flowing through. Big waterfall down there. I think there's a bit of a plunge pool. I might even dip my feet in, wash my feet off before bed. Well, I'll definitely do that because they absolutely reek. And I mean, come on. Whew. Sometimes, like you say, trapping on a little bit further and you get to a place like this and it just makes everything worth it. Let's get the set up, get some food on, get a wash, and enjoy this place. Got a nice 4-class curry and rice on the go. Looking forward to it. A little coffee. Chicken curry.